In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a 2D character movement for your 2D platform games or even fighting games, kind of like Mortal Kombat or Dragon Ball FighterZ. So let's get started. First, we're going to open Unreal Engine, obviously. Then you can either modify your third-person character or create a new one. I created a new one. Let's open it. So first things first, let's get the get controller. The return value, we're going to cast it to player controller. We're going to connect the execution node to the event we can play. Then from the cast, we're going to get it as player controller and look for get enhance input local player subsystem. Then the return value, we're going to check if it's valid. The execution node, we're going to connect it to the cast successful. And then if it's valid, we're going to get the enhance input local player subsystem and add mapping context. And we're just going to connect the is valid into the add mapping context. And then for this one, we're going to have to create a mapping context, which we're going to get the content browser, right click, go into input mapping context. Let's call it IMC2D. Before opening it, we're going to create a new input. Right click, input again, then input action. We can call it IA underscore 2D move. And let's open it. So in this one, we're going to make a quick adjustment, which is going to be the value type. From bool, we're going to change it to axis 1D. Then we're going to open the content browser again and open the IMC2D. Then we're going to add a mapping, which is going to be the AI 2D move. Then we're going to hit this little arrow. Then we're going to select the value by clicking this button and then pressing D. Then we're going to add a new control binding. And then on this one, we're going to do the same, but pressing A. And then for the A one, we're just going to look for a modifier, which is going to be a negate. And that's all we have to do from the IMC2D. Then let's go to the BP2D character. And here on add mapping context, we're going to select IMC2D. And that's for the first part. Now to the actual programming, let's find another space on the event graph. Then right click and let's search for IA underscore 2D move. Then before continuing this event, get the control rotation. The return value, we're going to right click it and split stroke pin. And after that, we're going to get forward vector. We're also going to split the stroke pin. Then we're just going to connect the roll and the yaw. Now we get the trigger and connect it to add movement input. Then the world direction is going to be the return value from the get forward vector. And then the scale value, it's going to go to the action value. And that's everything on the programming side. There's something we're just going to need to do, which is modify the camera. And for that, you're just going to select the camera boom and then just rotate it on the Z axis on -90. An important side note, if this is not rotating, basically, it's because you have to select the camera boom, go into the details, and then uncheck this use pawn control rotation. Because look, if it's check, see, it's not going to work. But if it's on check, it's going to rotate the camera wherever you want to. So let's hit a compile and let's play. Now, as you can see, the character only moves forward if I press D and backwards if I press A. And then in case your camera does this, it means that you don't have an 8-way directional movement. If you want to learn how to do it, I'll leave you a tag up here. But this can be quite a common bug and there's an easy solution. So let's close and go back to the 2D character. And then first of all, you're going to want to check that you have orient rotation to movement. And also that you have unchecked use control rotation yaw. Once you make sure both of those boxes are one of them check and the other one uncheck, you're going to want to go to camera boom. Then on the details tab, go to use pawn control rotation. You're going to mark it true. And as you can see, the camera goes back to the other position. But you're going to uncheck this one, inherit yaw. And as you can see, it goes back where we left it. We just compile and then play. And now as you can see, if we press D, the character is going to move forward. And now if we press A, it's going to go backwards technically, but it's going to be facing that way. And that's all for this tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like these quick tutorials. See you on the next one. Bye.